All right, hello everyone, and welcome to session 5 of the Iron Lions campaign of Cyberpunk Red. As you can probably tell, we're a bunch of VTubers that are running this as part of Extra Life, a children's charity event where donations all go towards helping out local hospitals and communities. What I would say is that every little bit helps, and all donations aren't tax deductible. If you're interested in that sort of thing, just check out the links below the stream. It is worth reminding everyone that the kid gloves, quote unquote, have come off. And what that means is that this is indeed role playing, as the authors have put it, in the quote unquote dark future. A dark future where everything is not sunshine and wheat thins. You can expect betrayals, failed love affairs, and more that await our edge runners. The other thing I would say is that we will be at this 6 p.m. time slot from now until November 7th. After November 7th, i.e., November 14th, we'll probably be going back to the 3 p.m. time slot or 3 p.m. Eastern time slot. But I will let you know more on the 7th. But with that said, let's just have each of my players introduce themselves and their characters, starting with Irie.
Hello everyone, I'm Irie. I am a VTuber. I usually stream a variety of games, just try to have fun and comfy streams. I am playing Demi Slide, the nomad character of our team of Netrunners. And yeah, Demi really just loves to be the driver of the team.
All right, Yuma, you're up next.
Hi everyone, my name is Yuma Yamano and I am the leader of the Iron Lions. Every time. My character is Boss. She is a rocker boy who is also an exotic, and she looks exactly like I do on the screen. So self-insert much? Correct.
I love it. All right, Case, what you got? Is Case still away? All right, well, Case is away. Celadon, what you got?
So I'm Celadon. I'm a variety VTuber who likes to hang out, chill, be comfy, and I am playing Phoenix, the netrunner who got her butt absolutely handed to her by Black Ice during the mission. But hey, you know what? I'm alive. That counts for something, right?
Yeah,
Being
counts
alive
for
is
something.
good.
I mean, yeah, right. You made it. With minimal brain damage.
Yeah, minimal, quote unquote. And of course, I'm ELH, your game master. And with that, let's just go ahead and run the intro video to give Case some time to get back.
It's actually super good.
Did you say StarCraft?
Star Trek, yeah.
Oh, Star Trek.
But yeah, welcome back. So, oh, you know what? Forgot the shades up. Now we have shades. Now we're Cyberpunk.
Shades time. Now we're Cyberpunk. There we go.
All right. So, we're going to set the scene as you all have fled the scene of the biotechnical labs that you blew a pretty big hole in addition to fumigating the place. And Demi, you have taken a circuitous route throughout the city, mostly to get rid of any tails you might have, but also to give you guys some time to reach out to Alcove and tell him to meet you somewhere. And for flavor purposes, what I'm going to say is that, Demi, you eventually bring the car to a stop as you pull into a more or less an abandoned warehouse on the edge of the port in Night City. And all of you, Demi, Boss, Phoenix, and Bells, the four of you step out of the car. And this is the first moment you've actually had a chance to breathe. Like the entire ride, I'd like to flavor it as all of you were like on the edge, like looking for anyone pursuing you, like expecting someone to come careening into you or shooting at you. But they didn't. And you're now here in relative safety. So let's drop in right there and we'll take it from there.
Oh man. Ooh. What a ride. I mean, it was pretty
welcome.
good that I was screaming out Iron Lions as we drove off, but I was actually pretty spooked right there. And I will be checking my by the way, I can be heard, right? Like y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. And nobody else is talking, so I assume that people can hear me. I take out my guitar and just make sure that nothing got like, because it's been just kind of on me this entire time, so I just want to make sure that it didn't get damaged during any of the scuffle.
Well, since I did it to Irie, we will do it to you. I need you to roll me a 1d100, and if I roll above your 1d100 roll, I think you're going to need a new Notori brand.
Oh,
no. Okay. 1d100. Hey.
Okay.
All right.
93, Lil.
I take care of my Notori brand.
My Notori brand is important.
Yeah,
All right,
your
good. We're good.
your guitar is immaculate. Actually, it's
Immaculate.
it doesn't even have smudges on it. That's how much care you take care of your guitar there.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's about this time that Bells actually looks over at Phoenix and says, "Got a little something there under your nose."
Yeah, that was not the best, but we're all here, we're alive.
Yeah, about that. What was your plan exactly?
We needed to recover the hawk from the biotechnical lab.
So do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh,
But first, you're gonna tell me it was already dead. Second, you're gonna tell me that it was, already a setup because whoever it was that sent us in there wanted to kill us anyway. So, for me, it's whatever.
And Bells actually looks over at Phoenix and smiles and says, "Well, I mean, you've already guessed most of the bad news. Do you know why they sent you in there?"
why?
That, I don't know.
Well, that I can answer for you. And she actually pulls out her agent and shows it to you. And if one of you would be so kind as to read off the scream sheet, that is in Roll20.
All right.
Because displayed on the screen is the scream sheet.
Okay, got it. Oh,
Read
okay.
the biotechnical lab part.
Pretty much the entire thing, or whatever you feel is relevant.
All right. Arasaka supercarrier off the coast. Any of you that go by Night City Sports for one reason or another might have noticed a rather large recent addition to the ships off the coast. The IJN Akagi is one of the few remaining supercarriers that survived the Fourth Corporate War. It flies under the banner of Arasaka, specifically the Taka faction led by Yorinobu Arasaka. He sent along one of his sisters, Yoncha Arasaka,
What?
to support Night
And boss just like looks out the window like, oh god.
Hi, I'm sorry. Remote tech support is a nightmare.
It's okay,
You're fine.
Case.
to support Night City in rebuilding and to remind President Elizabeth Press that Night City is not just going to roll over and give up its free state status. Combined with recent news that's come out about how Arasaka has been funneling Eurobucks into various Night City projects, some are rightfully concerned that this is an attempt to buy out Night City. All I would say on that is that we've resisted worse, Chumba. Night City won't just roll over, even if the price is right. And for the biotechnical lab rocked by explosion. If you haven't heard, literally or otherwise, the biotechnical laboratory near Little China experienced some classic corporate sabotage a few hours ago. Some would-be thieves bungled a snatch and grab and ended up destroying years' worth in bioengineering animals to survive the time of the Red. Julie Kaba, the head manager of the lab, has this to say. While the loss of our test subjects is indeed a heavy blow, the good news is that the idiots that blew a hole in my building didn't think to erase the servers on their way out. It will take time, but we will rebuild.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Didn't take
okay.
the time, didn't think to erase the servers on their way out.
He's gonna just kind of thumb one nostril and like blow to like get some of the blood out of her other nostril.
Oh, and I'd like to imagine it's one of those things where you do that and just a spray or like an actual like clot just goes onto the ground.
That's like
not
the
pretty.
whole point. No, it's kind of gross. She just kind of looks over it at Bells. It's like, yeah, you try being attacked by black eyes every single time you try to do something. Like, no. Like, I had time. I had to deal with your buddy and the fact that it was dumb. It was just dumb. Everything is dumb. I'm gonna go lay down now.
Speaking of dumb, is that one yours? And Alcove, it's right about now that you're pulling up to an abandoned warehouse in the Port District. And you see Demi, Boss, Phoenix, and Bells. They're waiting for you.
Why is she here? I just point to Bells.
Not so long story is I paid her. She was.
Can you do this off the job, boss?
No, not like that. Not like that.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Are you
yeah,
sure?
she was a dancer before, but don't worry about it. That's not why I paid her. Basically, we, when we went to go and get the bird, she was a part of the setup, and we got set up. I don't know if you know this, but yeah, there was. They gave us this mission, and we ended up basically getting cornered. And I was just like, hey, you know what? We'll pay you to not kill us right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Arasaka. That's why I was not going to give us an out in case you guys got in prison.
Ah, smart. Yeah, I mean, we basically handled it up until that point, and then if it wasn't a setup, I think we could have done it. But yep, both the bird is unfortunately dead, and now we have a new friend. Friend, I say.
Do you have the dead bird?
Do we have the dead bird?
As far
No.
as I know, no.
Nope.
But Phoenix did take pictures of the room with the dead birds, right?
Correct.
Alright. Since this was a setup, I want to know everything they were trying to set us up with. And whether it's not has had any legitimacy, or if they're just using us to cover for something else they're doing.
Okay.
So,
Well,
if you could send me those images, I'm going to investigate everything.
Sure.
Well, can we showcase the alcove, the partially corrupted file from Biotech Lab?
Yeah, so Case, if you look in Roll20, there should be a partially corrupted file under net running files. In here, I'll just show it to players so you can find it easier.
Also, Whistles was like very cybered up mercenary who was there to pretty much murder us.
Huh. Okay. See, how can there be after that?
Yeah, and Bells actually speaks up at the mention of Whistles and says, look, maybe I should come clean. Yeah, Whistles and I know, Bells and Whistles, sue us. It was funny when we got our names. Whistles and I go back 10 years, I think. Yeah, it's got to be 10, if not 9. Anyway, point is we go back, and let's just say I took a risk helping you out. I'm probably going to have to move safe houses again, but yeah, let's just say that Whistles is not going to let this one go.
Ah.
I don't doubt it.
You say 9 years?
I should have murdered him when I had the chance.
Yeah, we should have, but we were kind of in a rush, I suppose. But I mean, he's your buddy, I guess. So probably couldn't say that in front of you. I mean, how do you feel about all that?
Well, if what I keep noticing about you is correct, boss, I think that's going to depend on you, of all things. And she deliberately points at the image of the Arasaka supercarrier, as if to say, what was all that about?
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm going to...
Did something happen with the supercarrier?
No. I just have feelings about this whole Arasaka super carrier.
Feelings about the carrier, or feelings about someone on the carrier? Bob?
I mean, it's not.
Who is it?
I might have had a thing with somebody who was on that once before, but we can't.
Can you
really...
just like spit it out?
I think. Is this the right moment to do that? I mean,
You make that call.
Don't.
That's entirely up to you.
The entire rest of the group is basically bearing down on you.
Yeah. Are we still in the car, or are we out somewhere? We're not in our apartment, right?
No. You're just next to an abandoned warehouse in the port. You're just sort of walking around, stretching your legs. The cars are just off to the side.
Oh, I see. Okay. Look, I mean, so I've told you all that I was in a previous band, right?
Yeah.
I look over to Bells to see if she already maybe knew this, because she's the one who pointed out the fact that I saw the super carrier. Or that I reacted to the super carrier.
Yeah, she sort of nods, but doesn't say anything.
All right. So she seems like she knows more than she's letting on, and so the band that I got kicked out of might have been one that was being produced by Arasaka.
Oh.
And
Oh boy.
I don't know how famous they are now, or if they're still together. I haven't really kept up, but yeah, I mean,
But was she cute?
yeah. she was.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you think it's worth it, then why did you leave it?
She was. Let me say that she was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Uh-huh.
There are some times when things just don't work out, you know? Sometimes people have responsibilities, and sometimes the people that they're involved with don't match up with those responsibilities and need to be ejected from the scene. Let's just put it that way.
Gotcha.
So that's me. And now I'm in a new solo career. And doing this on the side, I suppose. But yeah, it's what I would give to just be able to, I don't know, to see her again. That's something that I can't even let myself think about, you know?
So, did you leave on positive terms, or was it all mutually negative?
What do you mean by that? Positive with who?
It's Arasaka. How do you leave on positive terms?
Mhm.
No?
No, I tried to discern well, first off, she's alive.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty positive outcome in general.
Yeah. Both of us are alive, and that is a good thing.
And you're broke, so that also tells me everything I need to know.
Yes, correct. But yeah, I mean, do I have any information about? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
To elaborate, was it you and this Arasaka, this person at Arasaka, who had the falling out, or was it someone else entirely, something else within Arasaka that caused you to have to leave the band?
The latter. I didn't. We didn't want to be split apart, but everything else in Arasaka was leading to that.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And so, I mean,
I see.
this super carrier might have something to do with it. I glance at the scream sheet and just kind of like make a hand gesture like this thing, and I don't know. Maybe she's on there. Maybe she's not.
Well, what are we gonna do about the fact that they're trying to pin this, like the destroying years worth of work in bioengineering? They're trying to pin all of this on us.
I mean,
Well, of
didn't you do
course.
that?
No, it was already dead before we got
No,
there.
they're already dead before we
okay.
got there.
All I heard was Bert is dead after a firefight. So
So yeah,
Bird
it
is
was
dead
fine.
after firefight. That's correct. We
I
didn't
mean-
see the bird
I mean,
die.
but
Technically,
the
we
thing
did throw
is-
poison into the vents. I mean, we
Okay.
could have been the ones, but I think that the name there.
No, so,
I think that might have been that hot lady that walked by me. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean,
I look over
Belle
at
said-
Phoenix and
Belle said that it was a setup and that they were already dead before we arrived, and also it makes sense.
Oh, she didn't
that,
confirm that part. She said you got you guessed most of it, but she didn't confirm which parts we guessed. Which parts did we guess correctly, Bells?
And Bells actually kind of chuckles to herself and says, well, let me put it to you this way. You're familiar with insurance scams, yeah?
Yeah.
yes, I've done a few of myself.
Well, then you guys were the victim here, where you were the reason why Biotechnica's getting a very hefty payout right now. And of course,
Exactly,
this
they're
is
just trying to pin it on us to get that.
exactly. I mean, you were just the convenient excuse. To my knowledge, the bird and the other animals, they're perfectly fine. They were never in that lab.
That would sound about right if they were trying to scam something like this. If they actually lost their assets, that would be more lost profit than just scamming the insurance companies again.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder why in the world they even have insurance these days, but who knows?
Probably a good old
Right.
holdover scam from the old world.
Yeah, I can see that. So, what are you guys gonna
So
do
then
from
who-
here?
So then who was the other girl that was leaving when we were going in?
It sounds like that's Julie Kaba, yeah?
Sort of as a reminder.
Maybe that's the really hot lady, the the really rich
No,
lady.
I know the one you're talking
I
about,
saw
but
her
no.
name.
In terms of Kaba, Kaba was one of the high rollers that you never investigated.
Oh, got it.
The one with the fancy car always came in with Starbucks. That one.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, I
That's not
remember
the
you
one I was
mentioning her
talking
the
about.
last round.
Yeah, but that's not who I was talking about. There was the other girl in the staircase.
Yeah, the staircase girl, hot girl.
What was her name? We saw her name tag, right?
I think you did, but I don't have it in my notes handy. But let's just say, when you mentioned the
Jessica?
name,
Was it Jessica?
it might have been Jessica. Jessica sounds right.
Yeah.
When you mentioned Jessica, Bells just sort of shakes her head and says, no, as far as I know, Jessica was just a normal, average worker there. I don't think she was privy to anything.
Damn that memory. I just checked my notes. It is Jessica.
Sweet.
Bells.
I wonder if Bells would know who the
you know-
Minka person
Yeah,
is.
I was about to ask that. Do you know who Minka is?
Minka. She looks at her phone, then looks at Boss, then looks back at her phone, and actually, cackles with laughter, and she goes, oh, we're fucked. We're completely fucked.
What?
On what scale of fucked are we?
Let's
Wait,
put it this way:
gang warfare.
on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being your average fucking and 10 being your everything has gone wrong, the shit has hit the fan. We're at about a 10. We're not at a 10. We're about at a 20 right now, because somebody's ex-girlfriend just set us up, and she looks very pointedly at Boss.
Oh,
Somebody's ex-girlfriend, you say, has set us up? What do you...
I know it's not me because my ex-girlfriend's dead.
Yoncha, Moss. Yoncha and Asaka set us up.
Oh. And there goes that plan.
I mean,
Okay.
how with that mission is how we got, she made that happen?
She wanted us to be eliminated by whistles.
Right.
As
But
in,
how?
she
Like
wanted
I
us
don't
dead.
think that she would have known it was me, right? Maybe. I mean, And-
there's to my knowledge, it's the only two notable, like, I'm blanking on the term. What's the animal people name?
Exotic.
The only two notable feline exotics with your color scheme in the city are you and that leader of the Platinum Pumas. Well, it's not Platinum Pumas.
Osmium
Ocelots.
ocelots.
Osmium ocelots.
Osmium ocelots.
So many metal cats.
Metal cats, yes. Other metal cat band.
Those are the only two I've been able. You are the only two I've been able to find information on, but I've also not been looking hard.
I
So
see.
there's likely gonna be more. But the fact you two have also had beef means it's more notable.
I can't imagine her doing something like that. It seems so.
Oh, my girl, she's so
I
beautiful.
know.
I love her so much.
I
She
do.
never hurt me.
She wouldn't. I'm too naive. Maybe it's the case. Maybe, but I feel like it just wouldn't be like somebody might be just throwing the name around, and like how many levels different is she from the rest of the people who hired bells and whistles, right? How many levels of communication does it need to go through? And then how, like, someone can just throw the name to make it sound more important. And in my head, I don't believe it. It
And
might
Belle-
lead back, but I don't know. Go ahead.
Bells sort of stares at you intently and says, "All right, let's walk through a thought exercise here.
Okay.
Where are you
Oh,
living
boy.
right now?
Where's what?
Where are you living right now?"
Where are we living?
I mean-
Rundown apartment in the middle of insert street here because I don't remember.
Right. So you list off your apartment address, and he says, "Yeah, okay. Do you know who owns that apartment?"
It's gonna be Arasaka.
Yeah, okay, good. You actually read the lease you signed. Yeah,
Yes, I have, yeah.
Arasaka owns that apartment. So what does that mean, class?
That they know exactly who is living in it, and
Did
they
you guys
probably
sign with your
monitor
real
every.
names? Did you guys sign with your actual names?
I'm gonna assume.
I don't think it matters since they probably have cameras.
Yeah, and they probably can like detect us somehow, like
I'm gonna go with biometrics exist.
biometrics. Yeah, they can just figure out who we are based on our genetics. So like, I didn't know personally, I didn't know that it was owned by Arasaka, but also, what isn't?
Yeah. At this point, what isn't owned by Arasaka in this side of the city?
Yeah, I mean, our neighbors, Babushka was really nice, so I thought.
Who's Babushka?
Oh yeah, that was at the 812. We met Babushka, and she helped us out when some peeps were. She like just shotgunned a dude in the face, like that's what happened.
Okay, all granny's packing heat. Good to know.
Yeah. But yeah, we were supposed to go and eat some food with them. I mean, we still can, I suppose. It's just one of those things that's like, we're
They might just like hunt us down at our apartment, and Babushka and
forgot his name.
Solar might actually be dead already. So
I'm going to be running off the assumption that entire block is compromised. I hope you have everything you need there, because other than that, it's dangerous to go back to that apartment then.
Yeah, I mean, I just trying to figure out like the reason behind this. Why would she go through such lengths to
Okay,
get rid of
let's-
us?
let's
I
remember
can
how it-
assume the insurance thing is like one level of it, but like aside from that, they at this point they now get their insurance money. Why would they go after us in particular?
Phoenix is just gonna clear her throat for a second. I'm gonna take jealous lovers for 500, Alex.
Jealous lovers.
I'm also going to take convenient scapegoat considering we asked for the job. They weren't even offering it. Well, we just asked for it.
Night market, super rich girl at a meat stand, bunch of dudes. Hey, I hear you're looking for a job.
Hmm.
There's
Fair.
not just a billion red flags. Like, People giving keys to people for cars. Come on!
Yeah.
By the way, we should probably check the car too.
Yeah, speaking of cars, Irie, if Demi could give me a basic tech roll, please.
What are we rolling for?
To see if there's something in your car.
Yeah.
All right, with a 19. Yeah, remember that paint job you had done? Well,
Yeah.
apparently at some point someone snuck a little
Hacker.
camera or a bug into
Mm.
your gas tank. What is it called? Like the actual
Cap?
flap
Oh,
that
the
you open up and
Yeah.
there's the tank that you pull the cap
Okay.
off of. Yeah, there's a little bug in there.
All right. So
I'm
from
like,
the
yoink
point
that.
of us even moving into the apartment, we've been
Can
watched.
I just remove that right now?
You can literally just crush it in your hand if you so wished.
I
That
will
also
crush
means
it.
that
wait.
No,
Can we use it to
don't.
like?
Ah, gimme! Gimme!
Okay, I don't.
Smash!
I give it to Phoenix.
All right, Phoenix, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm a get the network on this some bitch.
Okay, so you're gonna backtrace it then.
Oh yeah, this is mine.
All right, so
By the way, that
Phoenix.
also means they know we're here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
they know
is
we're
that.
here. I ain't worried about that.
So Phoenix,
I-
I need you to roll me a interface, please. A 9? I'm gonna say with a 9. Unfortunately, you are not able to break the encryption on the device. All you're able to do is confirm that it is transmitting right now.
Damn it.
Okay, now can we break it?
Just do it again. Try harder, Phoenix.
Try harder.
Try harder.
Again. Another.
She's just gonna point at the blood stains on her, like, from coming from her nostrils. Hello?
I
We'll
mean,
go one more time.
Yeah, I'll let you have one more attempt at this before something will happen.
Come on.
Yeah, even with an 11, unfortunately, same result. And actually, what you hear in the distance, especially Boss and Demi with your enhanced hearing, you hear in the distance approaching sirens
Oh
from
my
conceivably the Night City PD.
Alright, crush it, we're bailing. Now.
all right. We should just leave this thing somewhere, maybe, or what do you think? Should we break it?
Actually, do we have something we can leave it on to draw them away from them? Is there
what
another
did-
vehicle or like another...
Well, let me ask this,
wild
Alcove.
cat?
What did you come here in? Did you come here on a bike? Did you come here in your own car?
I think I ordered an Uber.
An
Did you get
Uber?
an Uber?
Yeah.
Look, it's a
Over
long
to an
time.
abandoned building? Yeah, that's fine. That's normal.
Yeah, that works. Then, no, unfortunately, you don't have another vehicle that you could slap this
Hey.
bug on.
What else is in the area?
It's a warehouse, right?
Yeah, it's just an abandoned warehouse.
Like fully abandoned, empty inside, or is there like empty stuff in there?
I would say at this point it's been ransacked enough that anything of value or anything of use has been taken out of it.
Mm.
I'm
Should
gonna
we
just
just?
fling it inside. and
Yeah.
be like, it's off. Let's go.
Yeah, guys, get in the car.
Okay.
We're getting the heck out of here.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, as soon as everyone's in, I turn the engine on and I step on the gas.
Gas, gas, gas. You're going to step on the gas.
Yeah.
Good night, alright, real.
All right.
Meanwhile, boss
so many people
just
in
kind
this
of
car. Ah!
boss is looking through the directory of numbers in her phone and questioning all of her life decisions.
Nice.
Also, by the way, it's fine.
Excellent.
I can hold up to 6 people in this car. So-
Yeah, I figured. You can fit people in.
Yeah.
So actually, I've got a very upset dog here for some reason. Let's take our break early, and then we'll do the chase scene and what follows after. So
Sounds
we'll
good.
be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody, stick around.
Prepare for sick drifts.
Sick drifts.
Sick drifts.
All right.
All right, and we're back from break. Sorry about that. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is a series of rolls to represent Demi more or less peeling out and attempting to avoid incoming Night City PD, or
Yay.
at least you're hoping it's PD, because if it's someone else, you're in real deep shit.
Oh boy.
So Demi, I need you to start me off with a driving check here, or pilot driving, or whatever it is in the system. You have to
It's
excuse me, it's
driving.
been 7 hours and I'm a little bit frazzled. So yeah, you're gonna be doing your driving
Driving.
test here.
Let's go. 22.
Yo.
22.
Nice.
All right,
I'm the
and
driver.
I'm gonna see if they catch up to you, or if they even notice you. They do have a +9 on this.
Ooh.
Okay, so what happens
Whoa.
is, Demi,
Close.
as you put the pedal to the metal and sort of do a quick 3-point turn to start driving away from the warehouse where you were currently located, what's actually... Oh, that's a 10. Hold on. I rolled a
no.
D20,
Yeah.
not a D10. I was like, what in the world? Let me reroll that. Okay, a 16. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
okay.
as you are pulling away, you manage to get maybe a block or 2 blocks down before, in your rear view mirror, you see a series of Night City PD police cars. Now, when I say Night City PD, I don't necessarily mean like your average beat cop. I mean that they have come out in high-speed pursuit vehicles.
Good.
Meaning that they are basically driving around tuner cars right now. Now, they do sort of pull into the docks where you just were, but that's all you get with your first driving check. So is there anything you'd like to change or declare at this point before I have you do another?
Just that.
Wait, they're driving
I'm-
like tuner cars? Like they're driving like racers?
Yeah, they're basically
Yeah.
driving racer cars, yeah.
Think Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
I'm just gonna say that this is the moment I've been looking forward to the most. So let's do it.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll me another driving here, and like before, it will be opposed.
All right.
So you want it
Let's
to be
do
high.
it.
Oh
Oh.
dear. Oh dear. Well, it was bound to happen eventually.
Distracted by all the cars in the rearview mirror.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, hold
They
on.
also a critical pass.
Hold on. Yeah,
Okay, they roll a 2.
they rolled a 2. Yeah, so I think what happens is, Demi, you maybe get a little bit distracted, so you have to swerve at the last minute as Belle says, no, not the tree, not the tree! And you sort of swerve away from the tree at the last moment, like the tree in the median, and you swerve into oncoming traffic, and there's, drivers honking their horns at you. There's people yelling out their windows. Like, one guy even takes out an AK and like shakes it at you. But eventually, you eventually get back into the correct lanes. However, in sort of at this point, you get like a 5 or 6 block lead before you see in your rearview mirror. You see that the Night City PD has turned onto the same street that you are on. So you have 2 successes right now. If you get 3 successes, you manage to escape unharmed. But let's just say every time you fail, they get closer. So I need one more driving check, potentially the last
right.
one.
2 luck on this one. Let's go for the aiming towards the 40s here.
Okay. Okay. 26. Very good.
28.
Ooh,
You used 2 luck.
28. Yep, and 11.
Nice.
So, yeah, Demi, with your expert driving and evasion abilities, you are indeed able to dive down back alleyways to sort of screech into a parking structure, and you maybe park 2nd, 3rd level, and you wait, and sure enough, the Night City PD just kind of coast past the parking garage or the parking structure without even pausing or even thinking that you might have hidden there. So for the moment, you've bought yourself some time.
And the bug's not on us anymore, right?
Correct.
That we know of. Well, the
there
same
could-
one. There
like-
could be a second one.
If we had more time, I'd say we need to check the whole thing for bugs. We don't have time, so
Well, what are the major things that you had them do? It was the paint job and the steering wheel, right?
Yeah.
Give me that.
Uh,
The steering wheel?
you don't
The
talk.
steering wheel.
Don't talk like that about my car, but you can take a look at it.
Give me that.
Like what? You wanted to
Like,
yank the
like
wheel
pick
off
up the
and hang
steering wheel and hand it over.
Just disengage it. There you go.
I mean, so yeah, no, definitely need to double check the steering wheel as well, just to make sure.
Yeah, so Phoenix, I need you to roll me a basic tech, please. Okay.
Ooh.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good
Yeah, that's
news.
with the bad.
Well, good news. I want to hear it in that order. I always hear it in bad news first order. I want to hear good news order first.
Good news is you're going to have time to get out. Bad news, there's a blinking red light that's getting more and more rapid on the back of the steering wheel.
Bail,
Oh,
bail, bail.
no.
So wait, what is it, Phoenix?
What kind of blinking red light? Exactly.
Yeah, what kind of blinking red light?
Like the kind you might find on a C9 pack.
Yeah, we're
As
running.
I said, bail,
We're
bail.
running a lot.
So yeah.
Okay, are we running on the car or running like?
Or
We're
do
running
we
away.
try
We're
to
running away.
the
It's
car.
a bomb.
do we try to take out the thing to save the car? The car is her baby.
Guys, it's my car.
It's her car.
I mean, can you detach
Okay.
the steering wheel in enough time to defuse it?
Yeah.
While
Okay.
they're doing that, I'm still leaving the car.
Okay.
I'll stick around. I give.
I trust Irie, but I'm at the same time. I'm not
I
gonna get caught in a
believe, I
C9
believe.
explosion.
All right, basic tech. It's basic tech, right?
Yeah, it's basic check. Okay, a 19. You are indeed able to get the steering wheel off, and what you see in the steering column itself, apparently they hollowed out the steering column and put in 2 packs of C9, and that it's starting to actually audibly beep at this point.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I can just.
do we have bomb defusal or anything? Are you the bomb defusal person?
Like, heck yeah.
Okay, keep talking.
Just
Nobody
basic
explodes.
C9, Don't
Keep
worry
talking,
about
nobody
it.
explodes.
ASMR.
Okay,
version.
okay. So I've got Simon says it's flashing blue.
How many wires are there? Tell me the color order.
Oh,
Guys,
Lord.
I got it all memorized. I don't even need it.
Okay, all right.
Just need a little bit of luck on this. Few luck. Basic tech again, right?
Yeah, I would say this would be another basic tech. When we go to the full rules, there is actually like explosives, so
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
I am literally the mom mistress.
Well, you are the bomb, quote unquote.
Double.
Hey.
All right, so
Good.
Demi, you reach into the steering column, rip out the C9, and disconnect the detonator. And you now have 2 packs of inert C9 that you conceivably could reconnect and throw at someone, but
Nice.
the good news is the danger has passed.
Well,
All right, no, I can
Oh
just
shit!
install
About
the
that.
steering column.
I don't need to roll again to put that steering wheel back in.
Nah,
right? I
you-
can do this.
You
Yeah,
could just slap it
okay.
on there.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet. Well, just another day in Night City, am I right?
Don't worry about it, guys.
Ex-girlfriend.
I would
you.
never, I would never let anything harm my baby.
And yet,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, she's like, I would never let anything on my baby. And Phoenix is just like, and yet,
Yeah.
Well, I thought I could trust that back, you know, but
night
uh,
market. Don't
Night market.
anybody at the night market.
Yeah. I
You
guess I know that now.
I mean, the
But we
steering
met
wheel's
you at
actually
the night
better.
market.
Phoenix is gonna look at Bells and she's just gonna like squint. When you, that's not even green. That's like no grass.
No.
Hello.
That's the grass seed right there. I say as I come back to the car.
And Bells just sort of shakes her head and says, I mean, you're not wrong. The only person you can really trust at the night market is Honest Jim, and that's why people hate him.
Ah, because he's honest.
I mean, yeah, that's why he's got the name. Okay.
It's also because he's old and he's got big guns. But hello.
Okay,
that's
what
fair.
is the plan now, guys?
Well,
Well,
we
safe
doesn't
house-
sound like we can go back to our apartment even.
So our apartment is compromised. Bell's is probably compromised and they know it, so her safe houses are compromised. We don't have a backup safe house. My family's in prison, so I can't call on them for help. You have no people you can call for help because your band's left over, and the one friend you had in what's the company again? Ask,
Arsaga.
Arasaka is trying to hunt us down. I have no clue about Phoenix or Demi, but just from this, we don't have many options apart from get out of Night City.
What? Get out?
So while they're hunting us down, they've got a super carrier on the ocean liner, and I don't want to get anywhere near that again. Okay. And they control a good chunk of Night City. So unless we can find a safe house out of their territory that we can afford, or with people we know, we don't exactly have many options.
Anyone we know. Oh.
I mean, how about my pack? I could try calling my my parents.
Do they live?
Everyone in this group has a
we've-
connection to somebody that's going to end up causing additional problems for everybody. And as much as I hate to say it, I'm the only one who's probably the cleanest here.
Well, okay. So, I mean...
I'm not going to argue with that on my end, because I know for a fact I'm very much not clean.
I mean, I'm just from a nomad pack, you know? Like, my pack was never involved in anything suspicious. It's just,
Well, okay,
you know,
so...
Your face is on the side of the car!
So throughout like the past couple days, we've actually like saved some people, and maybe we can just, you know, for some of the people that we've saved, maybe they'll feel like they owe us a favor, or maybe they could we could just reconnect with one of them and see what we can do, like that girl from the A12, or you know, like any of the peeps that we interacted with.
that we have collected the phone numbers off. Got it. Can you call Alicia?
I mean,
So we're calling your girlfriends to hide us from the cops.
I'm just saying that it's kind of helpful. I'm not gonna say that I've made poor decisions in my life, but I think those are some pretty good decisions, all things considered at this point in life. So as I'm saying that, I'm taking out my phone and I'm scrolling through the different numbers to see if I can find the sister from Alicia. Wait, no, not Alicia. Alicia's the coat check girl from the Rusty
Bucket, yeah.
Yeah. There's the
Brittany?
Brittany. I'm trying to find the names now. Julia?
The one from the A12.
From the A12, yeah. I forgot her name.
Let
It's
us
Brittany.
consult the holy Trello board.
Ah.
Excellent.
I mean, it was Brittany / Alicia, right? So I think her actual name was Brittany. But she was
Oh,
writing
okay.
the
They were
Alicia name.
twins, is what it was.
Yeah.
They were twins.
Oh, yeah.
Alicia and Brittany, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
boss
Brittany-
is doing that.
Brittany
boss
was
is
the
doing-
actual person there. Alicia was her twin.
Okay.
While boss is doing that, I'm pulling out my phone too and just going, dead, in prison, dead, in prison, wet, clean, dead.
Okay, so yeah, I'll text Brittany. Shoot, what should I say to her? What do you all think I should say? Like,
Do you live in an Arasaka district?
okay, that's fair.
Just start off with a seemingly innocuous question.
It's like, hey,
Break the ice.
I'll just be like, I'll text her and say, hey, how delete. Hey.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well after the 812 thing.
There's a pause. Then your phone buzzes and comes back and says, "Who is this?" Question mark, thinking emoji.
Oh, sorry. This is Boss the Lioness, who is you remember? Well, okay, delete.
Excellent.
Stares at phone. It just shows the ... while I'm trying to respond.
You are just a
At this point, just send a
disaster,
selfie.
I don't want to send a selfie. For
Understandable, but at this point, if you're not gonna make a decision.
I'll just be like, remember the shotgun babushka at 812? I wasn't her, but I was.
That wasn't me. Oh my god.
But I was with Demi. But
Okay.
it
was
wasn't the pink one.
No, because there could be plenty of pink ones. So shotgun babushka, I think, is very memorable. So I'll write that. Remember the shotgun babushka ? XD. no XD. Delete.
All right. So you send that off. And,
No XD. Yeah. I
after
send
a
it
moment, you get a reply, and it's another. Is this a prank?
No, it's not a prank. You remember? Okay. Shoot.
Send a selfie. Nothing could go wrong.
Okay, fine. I will send a selfie of me with one hand doing finger guns.
Nice. So,
We should say this girl.
just
I'll
the
also
winking-
also follow
the
up with wheat thins.
The one with the she gets like the one wink with the one finger gun. She's like, hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
One wink, one finger gun.
So,
good.
in rapid fire succession, there's an exclamation mark. Oh, it's you. Hi.
Yeah.
I don't have any wheat thins. What can I help you with?
No, I don't want wheat thins. I'll respond back. I just wanted to check and see how you're doing.
There's a pause, and then she's like, yeah, I'm doing fine. Is that about to change?
Is that about to change? I show it to everyone
like
else.
She
What do you
already
say?
knows.
That depends. Just saying
Phoenix
that
is just
depends.
losing her shit in the back seat. Just like it's like she already knows.
She already knows.
I'm just still going dead in prison, in prison, in prison, in prison. Dead.
Does she? Do you think she already knows, Phoenix? Like, should I?
No, it's like she's. Oh my god. Oh, you're a mess. Look,
Okay,
all
wait,
you
wait,
need
wait.
to tell her is that we've run into a spot of bother and could use a place to crash for the night.
Okay. I'm not gonna
But
phrase it
just
like that.
be
but-
smooth. Just be smooth.
I don't have. Okay.
Okay. Just roll your cool.
Roll my cool.
Zero flow. Zero flow.
Well, okay. I'm trying my best here, y'all. Okay. I'll say shit. What do I fucking say? Help me.
Help me, just help me. That's all you send is help me.
No, not.
What's she doing tonight? Ask her what she's
IRL,
doing
you
tonight.
was having trouble here. I'm asking for
So,
IRL
okay.
help.
Okay, so what are the messages we sent so far again?
I don't fucking remember.
So far, you've
Pretty
sent,
much just,
hey, this
it's
is
me.
it's me. No, this isn't a prank. Finger guns, selfie, and then it's not like that is what I have written down.
Okay.
Okay, is that about to change the comment?
Yeah, is that about to change? Is
No,
the
but I
last
could use
word.
some help.
Okay.
No.
And then I'll send no, but I can use some help.
Okay. Believe it or not, you actually get a phone call, which, if I don't need to put it in context, nobody fucking calls in Cyberpunk. No, nobody does that.
Oh, okay. I like look at it for a second and then I pick it up and like, hello?
And it is Brittany on the other end, and she says, okay, hi. What do I need to help you with exactly?
Um,
Can I tap this? Is there any way that I can tap this?
If Yuma gives you access
I
to
could
her
just
agent,
put it on
yes.
speaker and put it in the middle. I'll like put it on speaker and put it in the middle. so
Okay,
that
you
I'll-
put it on
there
speaker
we
and
go.
put it in the middle. Got it.
Yeah, my friends and I could really use a place to stay the night, if possible. I mean, it's weird. I never really talk on the phone, so this is kind of weird. But
No one talks on the phone.
do you
Yeah,
say that?
it's. I
Yes,
figured
I
I'd
say that.
call. I figured I'd call because, you know, the whole texting thing wasn't really working. Place to stay. Well, I mean, I'd let you crash at my place, but I kind of live in a pod hotel, and you could fit maybe 2 people in one of those, but how many of you are there?
Way too much.
Yeah,
Mm.
so I don't think I can help you there. And there's the sound of finger snapping, and she goes, unless... Remember that one chick, the half-Borg, that you found apparently living beneath the 812?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She came back the other day, believe it or not. I saw her going back beneath whatever the hell was beneath the 812. You could check there, maybe.
I think we should do that. And thank you for helping us with that.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Let's count this as the favor I owe you.
Sure. I mean, yep. I'm down with that, I guess. Yeah. But if you ever need something from us, yeah, my number.
Yeah, now I've got your number, and apparently it's associated with a babushka. Apparently.
Yep. Don't you remember the... I mean, come on. You can't tell me that you don't remember Shotgun Babushka.
Llisten, do you have
I don't
any
know, it's
idea
not-
how little that narrows it down when you say the shotgunning babushka?
It doesn't? Oh, I mean, I thought it was pretty memorable.
I mean, it's an 812. There's a lot worse stuff happening there.
Yeah.
There's like the old lady, the old rich lady, is she like... Because I don't want to give her name out. I
Right.
just want to... Yeah. Old shotgun lady, she had like that dude with her, and she just like destroyed that one guy. Like she just shotgunned him in the face. You don't remember?
Oh, you mean that babushka? No, I was being facetious. I was just saying there's a lot of quote-unquote old ladies that come in with shotguns. So.
She had a pretty sweet shotgun. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but yes. I appreciate the information.
Yeah. You might run into my sister if you go right about now, but if you wait till night, someone else is covering her shift tonight, so you probably could get in and out without problems. Or if you want, I guess I could try to take the shift, and I don't know. What do you think the play here is?
Oh, well, like,
I whispered to boss. Let's see her again.
yeah. If you take the shift, I'd love to see you again.
Nice.
I mean,
Roll me a persuasion, please.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Persuasion.
Here we go.
Pause. Character sheet. Persuasion.
21. 21 is more than
Persuaded.
sufficient.
Nice.
A.
So, Brittany says, right. I'll have to somehow get another uniform. You know what? I'll just steal it from my sister. 9 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
9. We'll show up around 10 just in case you can't get 9.
Cool. I guess I'll see you at 10. And then
Sounds good.
awkwardly, because again, no one calls in the dark future, she just hangs up. Like, she doesn't even wait for a goodbye. She just hangs up.
Okay. Nobody knows phone etiquette in the dark future.
Apparently not. No.
And so I hear a click, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if that's
Okay,
the
what
end of
time
the
is
call.
it right now?
Like, because there's
Um,
no indication.
Right now, it is about 6 p.m., so you have about 4 hours to kill before then.
How far are we from there?
You're about 10 minutes with
Mm.
traffic.
So we can either sit in here for several hours.
Or we can just freaking go there. So
We
get in the
could
car,
go.
losers. We're going there.
We don't want to use the plan.
We'll see her eventually. I mean, we're gonna go down the place and the Borg, right?
Yeah, but how are we gonna get down there without raising suspicion? Or, like, if it's close to
Brittany's
our-
there.
No.
No.
Brittany, her sister's
Alicia's
there.
there.
Yeah,
Alicia's there, but she doesn't know us.
Yeah, she has no idea who you are.
Yeah, it's much easier if we do something for 4 hours and then go there.
What are we gonna do for 4 hours? We're like kind of stuck here.
Bells just kind of coughs politely and pulls out a deck of cards. Got a deck of cards.
Are we this desperate?
Do you have a better idea, Mr. Hotshot?
Phoenix is just gonna slide down her goggles. Is like, don't mind me.
But we play deck of
Kim-
so we just play cards for.
Is
like,
there
4
any way
hours?
that we can like get more information about stuff? Like,
Yeah.
are there like safe libraries or anything like that? Like, what are the like? Are there like safe communal spaces that don't have our
Well, I
stuff?
mean, it
there an
is
access
Night
point
City.
nearby?
The definition of safe varies, but yeah, why don't you roll me a local expert, whoever would care to
Sure.
roll here?
Okay, let's open this thing again.
Okay, a 19, a 15,
Wait.
an 18.
Oh, we're all rolling. Okay.
Yeah, if you want.
Give me a sec.
Libraries. Yeah. I don't know.
Libraries. You.
A 12. All right, so Alcove and Boss, what comes to mind for you all is that if it's true that Arasaka is chasing you down, or that the Night City PD is looking for you, you really only have two options in terms of quote-unquote safe spaces. The first is, well, you could simply go out into the suburbs of the city. The suburbs are pretty expansive, a lot of people there, pretty easy to blend in and hide. The second option, though, that occurs to Boss specifically, and this is going to sound a little weird,
Mm-hmm.
you could just go down to your local precinct.
And then what?
Yeah, that's the main question is, and then what? But conceivably, at your local precinct, you wouldn't eventually be, like, you wouldn't immediately be shot. Like, they can't just shoot you right away.
I guess. And then we could learn. We could just
So by local precinct, do you mean like where
Like
our housing is?
Night City PD.
Like Night City PD, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if they don't know, well, if the people chasing us weren't actually Night City PD, and it was just Arasaka employees in a Night City PD kind of looking car, then we
no,
could-
I think if we went there, they'd be like, "Oh, tell us why we are not going to arrest you and then kill you."
Well,
So we need to convince them.
what I would say is, Alcove, you listening to all this, I would like you to roll me a local expert, please.
Oh boy, let's see. Where's local expert? There we go.
Okay, 17. Something Boss just said sort of clicks with you. If it was Arasaka driving those tuner cars, now that you think about it, Night City PD doesn't have tuner cars. They don't have high-speed pursuit vehicles.
They don't have the budget for that.
Yeah, they don't have shit. They're like a super defunded New York PD. Like, they are...
So New York PD.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be entirely honest.
All right. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have Phoenix's pictures of the birds, right?
You do.
So.
So while all of this is going on, I would like to attempt to take a look at the files that I snagged.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2 interfaces, please. All right, so the 11 doesn't get you anywhere, but the one file you are able to crack open, you're familiar with a Jack-in-a-Box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say when you open it, immediately emanating from Phoenix's deck is an old tune from like the 80s. It's some horrible music by someone called Rick
no.
Astley.
Oh no! I could tell where this was going the moment you said the 80s.
At least I think it's 80s.
I
It's
like
probably
listen to it and I kind of bob
It's
my
like,
head.
it's like it was like 80s,
Wait.
mid 80s and 90s.
Yeah, mid
Are we
80s.
able to hear it too, or no?
Oh yeah,
No.
everybody hears it. It's
Oh,
coming
everybody
like
hears it?
blaring through
Nice.
his or her deck.
And so I'm just jiving to it and like, da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I like it.
So yes, Sauron, you now have an MP3 or the Cyberpunk equivalent of "Never Gonna Give You Up." Have fun with it.
Also,
Excellent.
while I'm thinking about it, I also tossed Phoenix that one chip I stole from that guy's hat.
Oh,
yeah.
I've been holding on to that for
Yeah.
about 5 sessions.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was
I'm like,
wondering if
oh.
you ever would.
Oh, you know.
Well, I meant to before, and then we got distracted by the business in the night market. Oh, by the way, since we have nothing else to do for 4 hours, can you crack that? I just take out the hat and toss it from there.
By the way, I just remembered another ally that we may have is the lady who did my suit tailoring from the night
Templar,
market.
yeah.
Templar, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have
yeah.
her number?
Didn't you get a thing from her?
I
too?
did get a thing from her, and she helped
Yeah, and she
us.
was watching out, but like, how are you gonna contact her?
I don't have her number, unless it was in the.
I thought she gave
So-
you a page with the number on it.
Was that the case? There was
Yes.
something in the pocket.
She gave you a chip.
Yeah,
Data,
which is
but-
the chip.
Right.
Oh, but that was
So-
just like some information. It wasn't-
Right, it didn't
Yeah,
actually have
it
the
didn't
phone
have a
number
number.
on it.
Yeah, no. So
We would have to go back
what-
to the night market to talk to her.
So what I'll do is
Could
I'll
we
start
find
with-
her on the net?
Conceivably, it would take time,
Conceivably.
though.
Yeah. You had one job.
So, yeah, as you
I'm
were
gonna
saying,
take-
Celadon?
So I'm gonna take the first chip, the one that I got from Alcove,
Mm-hmm.
and just take a look at it, plug it in, see if I can't figure out what's going on with it.
All right. Well, it doesn't take a genius like yourself to get into this thing. It has very poor security. Like, the password is literally password.
Good.
What you see is another chat log, or at least a snippet of it. And it
Mhm.
goes something along the lines of this. It says, the first line is Beach Boy 87, and he says, "So if I watch these folks, you're going to pay me how much?" Then you see Minka, "I will pay you however
Oh.
much it will take to make you never talk about this again." And Beach Boy says, "I like that idea. How long am I watching them for?" Minka says, "As long as I say so." And that's about the end of the chat log.
Huh.
Huh.
All right. Well, that's a shame. So we've had a tail this whole time. Part of the reason why we probably were able to get set up in the first place. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check out the other one that we got from Templar.
All right, so again, with the Templar one, I'll show it to all players this time. But there is Templar's data chip. Let me actually set it to all players. Again, the data chip says, "Someone is watching you after you left your suit with me. I watched 2 boosters tail you around the night market until you ran into that Midnight Enterprises CEO. Once you started talking to them, they pulled out their agents, made a call, and returned to watching my stall. I have no idea who they are or what they want. Just watch your back, Chumba."
So this has been going on for as long as we've been working.
Chumba. No, don't. So never mind. I wasn't saying that out in the character. I was just thinking
Yeah.
Chumba.
So she just kind of like tosses the chip back at Boz. We've been basically compromised from the word go.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like
Mm,
you're basically telling me that because of whatever it was that you did and your separation from Arasaka,
I didn't do
like,
anything except
then why are they trying to kill you?
I don't know. I like honestly though, for real, what happened
What
is
did you
that
do?
what happened is that we were dating and nobody wanted us to date. And that's why we broke up.
How
because-
Romeo of you. Look, all I'm trying to say is whatever happened between you and this Yancha chick, like, somebody wants you dead because of it. It's not just a not dating thing, it's a you not living thing. And now we're all wrapped up in this. So now we, as a collective group, to save our own asses, have 2 choices.
I wonder if it's
Turn
coming
your ass
from.
in, or we figure out a way out together.
Well, boss, you said it wasn't like you two ending it, right? It was coming from like someone higher up.
Yeah, it was basically like she had she was supposed to be like the next in line to inherit everything. And basically
Did you jeopardize that?
You jeopardized that?
well, I don't know, but like I think that us just being together wasn't something they wanted. So then somebody, like all of the external factors were saying, "Oh, you guys can't date, and so you should just get out and like just pretend nothing happened, basically.
Hmm.
And so I thought it was going to be something quiet, but I guess
That's just pretty
maybe
loud.
maybe something from her past got dug up, and then now they're trying to erase me so that it doesn't ruin her reputation. I don't know.
If I can interject real quick, thank you so
Yeah.
much for the extra life donation, Jeffrey Flint. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Oh, yay! for
Saving the kids
children.
X amount of dollars at a time.
Eh,
Nice.
so if you think of something from the past that you were involved in, can you do a quick check on what happened to the other bandmates?
Sure. Can I pull that up on like the equivalent of Google in this world?
You could, yeah, the equivalent of Google. I forget what it is off the top of my head, but yeah, you could Google it real quickly.
Yeah.
What
That's
you
cute.
see is that the former band members were sort of dropping out of the spotlight. Once you guys broke up, they more or less go offline, and you never see mention of them again. However, what you are seeing in sort of a related article is that the osmium ocelots were spun up about 2 weeks after your band broke up. And the reason you see this
Oh.
is because there's an ad for Osmiumos, the best cereal this side of Night City.
Osmium O.
That's a
Osmios.
callback to last night. If
The
people
Yuma
were here for
Yaman
you.
O's.
Yep.
That's amazing. I love it. Osmium
Interesting.
Okay.
So you can't. So there's no record of them anywhere else on the net, like even in like rough personal network stuff that we can
Yeah,
find.
they just go completely offline.
That is a problem. That's a. Oh.
I would like to look up more about the Osmium ocelots.
Osmiumos.
Osmium O's.
So yeah, what do you want to know about them?
Things like maybe videos of their past performances, maybe things like their profiles as band members. I just want to see like what you would see for like a K-pop stan, like all those things. I want to see all the information that you can about them, and like their popularity, because it sounds like they're really popular.
Yeah. So what you learn is this. They are actually a transplant band, and it's ironic that you mentioned K-pop. They were a J-pop band that more or less, quote-unquote, nationalized and came over to the West, quote-unquote. So they are conceivably, how to put this? They're not necessarily worldwide phenomenon, but
Internationally known.
yeah, they're definitely known in Night City, which of course, you know, the world is Night City, so
Yeah.
take that as you will.
So
Okay.
just
Go ahead.
looking, if we just looked up like who their actual management is beyond like, I'm assuming it's Arasaka, but the actual like staff members, if their names are publicly known.
Oh yeah,
Would any of them be recognizable to Yuma?
Yeah, I would say that several of the names do pop up in Yuma's mind. Let's just generate up a name here. We will say specifically that a gentleman by the name of... Totally not stalling for time.
No, you're
A gentleman by the name of Gamo Eritata.
Gamo.
Can you type that in the?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh,
I guess it's Arata, not Eritata, so it's Arata.
Gamorada.
Mr. Robata.
We're digging deeper into this, but like, what about the idea of going to the precinct? Are we still like considering that?
I
I'm
think
assuming
that's-
that this conversation is still only taking like a few minutes as opposed to
Yeah,
like,
I mean, this is like a 5-10 minute conversation you guys are having so
Mhm.
far.
Yeah.
If we have no other option, I don't mind it. I'd just rather not be around police longer than I have to, for various reasons.
I mean, yeah. It does seem weird though that the cars were so different. Like my thoughts are they definitely weren't. Nice.
I think I
but
shared
like,
the fact.
it wouldn't be too far fetched to think that Arasaka would just bribe the heck out of NCPD so that if we showed up, they would just arrest us anyways.
That's fair.
Like they would care. Like people just care about money. Like why would they not turn us in if people are? We're gonna be like, oh, Arasaka's looking for us. Oh, great.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Arrest us and tell you.
Yeah, let's not. I think you're right about that. That's probably it's probably not the greatest idea. But we could contact the like the Kochette girl, the bartender from the Rusty Bucket, because the Osmium Ocelots were there. If we wanted to maybe see if we wanted to get more information about that. I don't know what's going on in the Rusty Bucket. I don't know who it's owned by or anything like that, but I mean, I feel like we could. Bells, we have Bells with us.
I mean, the only thing I can think of that could help us out in the situation, at least like with the NCPD being off our asses, is if Alcove can like somehow make some like fake information and feed it like anonymously to NCPD, saying that like, I don't know, trying to pin it on somebody else and not us, about the like biotechnical lab explosion.
Yeah.
Bells kind of coughs and says, "You did kind of scream Iron Lions as we drove away."
We did.
But, and don't take this the wrong way, boss, nobody knows who the hell you are. So
Yeah. This is me trying to bring up our reputation, but that's fine. If nobody knows who we are and my thing that I screamed out doesn't really matter, then we could still try to feed fake information to them.
I mean, and this is still Bells. I mean, I know a guy on the force. I could call him and see if he was willing to, I don't know, put you in protective custody or some shit.
Protective custody.
I'd rather avoid that if I can. If the others want to, yes, but I'd rather not have to get anywhere near that side of the law if I can.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you guys are novice edge runners. I think that's painfully clear here.
It's not the novice bit I'm worried about.
Well,
it's some other stuff.
It's mostly my point is that, you know, even if you don't take protective custody, this might be a good chance for you to at least get an inside with the force. I mean, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah, but I don't think we should
already
take
have plans
custody,
though.
But if we can, wait, what do you mean plans? Oh, you mean go to the
yeah,
yeah,
A12.
yeah, the A12
Did
is.
you happen just by any chance to know why the super carrier is still here?
Are you talking to me or?
Bells
Bells.
just sort of looks at you, Phoenix, and says, "No, I don't know why it's here, but I mean, I think it's painfully clear here that Arasaka's gonna leave it parked there for quite a while, so."
Okay. Well, so a lot of different trains of thought here. So I'm gonna narrow down on the police custody one first. I don't think we should go into police custody personally, but
I
if
still
we
think
can,
Bells can move some sex for us.
right? Sorry, I didn't. So what I was saying is basically, if we want to get our in on the force, I think that would still be beneficial. So if you like, if you feel like your friend is trustworthy, then I wouldn't mind like networking here, making a connection, you know?
I mean, don't laugh, but no, Dick Pound's a great guy. He's I
Sorry.
told you not to laugh. Damn it, now I'm doing it too. Bells just kind of chuckles to herself and says, "Yeah, he
gets that a lot.
He gets it a lot. His name is literally Richard Pound, and he's a detective. So yes, he's Dick Pound." I mean, I feel sorry for the guy.
The double dick of Night City.
Yeah. No, Pound
You hear a
and
bit of
I-
a gagging noise from Phoenix to the Mac. Just
Yeah.
why?
Pound and I go back farther than Whistles, actually. Like, I would trust Pound with, I don't want to say my firstborn, because I'm never going to have kids, but I mean, if I did have a firstborn, theoretically, I mean, I'd let Pound babysit.
Oh
That's
man,
pretty trustworthy, I would say.
Yeah.
I can't handle the phrasing.
Okay, so we could talk to them, him, and I don't know, maybe can provide, like, give us just some information about what's at least whispering around in the forest, you know? I want to hear, like, what the NCPD thinks about all the things that are happening in terms of, like, the explosion, the biotechnica, what's going on with Arasaka. Like, maybe he could just, like, feed us some information at least so that we are better informed.
Yeah. I can actually do that now on the phone. I'll just step over here and make that call. And Belle steps away enough that she won't be overheard, but she's still in the parking structure.
Okay. So the other trains of thought were the
Can we
A12
actually
with
trust
the
her
sword.
not to sell us out right now?
I don't know, do
I
you?
mean, so we kind of talked about that already. Basically, because she was there with she was a part of the setup, but then she defected, and so they're going to be after her just as much as they're after us.
Theoretically,
I guess,
yes.
yeah.
So until somebody comes by with a better offer, she's kind of stuck with us because we screwed her over.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like that's trustworthy enough until somebody has more money than us, which I don't think will be very long. But what about the double setup? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so the second train of thought is the Borg lady at the 812. We already have a plan to go there. Yeah, we're not going to we're going to use her, like, friend as, like, information for later. We're going to go and try to get our in with Brittany. My other train of thought was with the osmium ocelots. In the meantime, what we could do is contact some of the, like, the bartender or the girl who the coach girl, and we have Bells with us, so it would be not such a crazy idea to go to the Rusty Bucket and kind of feel safe because, like, Bells basically operated out of there.
But
Well, we can ask Bells about that after she's done her phone call.
There's also the concern of her previous boss, before she got screwed over by us, tried to have us killed when we were doing that job for them. And then if they defected with us, if Bells defected with us and then news got back as we were trying to do research, would we have to get into another firefight trying to get out before we got caught?
I'm trying to remember. The first one that we did was the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, Yellow Brick Road. That was by
Emerald City Street. Yeah, and it was Mr. Johnson.
That was the name.
Yeah, and we had so Bells, like, so if I recall correctly, the bartender didn't know about the edge running and just remembered or just thought that Bells was a dancer but an edge runner on the side, but she didn't know that for sure. Like, she was like, oh, telling me kind of this covertly when I talked to her. So I think that the coach check girl and the bartender, like, I think that they're not in on it because they seemed sus, They seemed
Sus.
suspicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were electrical the entire time.
Otherwise they'd just be like, oh, why would they even tell me that if they were in on it, right? So, I mean, if the osmium ocelots were in that bar, they could conceivably come back. And if we want to get more information about them, I don't remember. Was I able to, like, see any videos of what they're like? And also, like, some of these employees.
You saw the osmium ocelots.
What's that?
During the nightclub, they were there.
Yeah, they were there. Yeah, exactly. And
I
so
would say
I have
that
the.
you did see a few videos, is what I would say.
Okay. So does anything seem familiar to me? Like.
Let me put it this way. You know your old act?
Yeah.
Imagine like version 2.0 of that.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like they're trying to do with Osmium Ocelots what they would have done with us before shit went down with Arasaka, you know?
Yeah.
So we could just go and see, I don't know, I don't really have a fully fleshed out plan, but I feel like we can get more information there because they're doing what we were trying to do, and the staff there are some people who are even just the same people who were managing us before.
Mhm.
If it's Arasaka that's like hunting us down, what if we try to get support from another big corporation like Militech?
Isn't that the one we just blew up?
No, that was Biotechnica.
That was
Oh,
Biotechnica, yeah.
not Militech.
Biotechnica is smaller, and
Okay.
I think they are like a subset of Arasaka, like their own.
Yeah, they're
Arasaka.
associated with Arasaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, if Arasaka is hunting us down, maybe Militech would like find this like a good opportunity to like, I don't know, try to mess with them, and they would benefit from us already like being under their crosshairs.
Well, it's right about then that Bells comes back and says, all right, talked with Pound. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Just hit us with it.
That seems to be the news for the day. It's fine.
I mean, have you lived in Night City long? That's par for the course, actually.
That's all the news you get.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the bad news, because it actually isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things.
Mhm.
Bad news, he doesn't know who the fuck the Iron Lions are, so
Nice.
you guys aren't on the radar right now. But the good news is that I mentioned that you guys were looking for some sort of off-the-books protection or something that would hide you from Arasaka. And he had a proposal if you were interested.
All right.
All right.
Now, how do you all feel about Brain Dance?
Oh, hell no.
Brain dance.
So out of
I
character.
look over to Phoenix.
Out of
Okay.
character. Out of character. I don't remember what brain dance is.
Yeah, so out of character. Brain Dance is basically the equivalent of the Matrix, where you sit in a pod and you basically play in your mind, kind of a thing. It's one of those
VR.
things where, depending on the brain dance, it can go one of two ways. Either it is like the Matrix, and you can do like combat simulations and things like that in it, or it's used in an actual like a punishment fashion where you subject someone to like torture levels of stuff. So brain dance is understandably weird. But what you would know is that last you knew, Night City PD was just getting a new shipment of brain dance for a tactical unit, but beyond that, you don't know much.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
you don't have
I don't
a-
think Boss would know any of that. So I'm gonna just be like, "What's brain dance?" And I guess you can explain it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alco's entire response is, if I'm in a brain dance under some like government control, I will not come out alive. Not after. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna come out there alive or not tortured. So I am saying no.
I mean, this is off the books, right? So it's not government controlled.
I mean, yeah, that would be us trusting.
So what?
That's
what
also us trusting a government.
so all you've asked is how familiar are we with brain dance? What do you actually want? What does he actually want us
I
to
mean,
do?
yeah, like
Well,
I mean, you're talking about brain dance, not, trying to just stick things in to try to BTL everybody. I'm not in for that.
What's BTL?
Better than life.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that it's not us going into brain dance that was being proposed here. We haven't actually heard what the proposal is what I'm saying.
like
So,
what is the actual
Continue,
proposal?
Bells.
yeah, so Bells just sort of nods and says, well, the job actually isn't going into brain dance. I probably should have been clear. No, there is a shipment from, there's a shipment supposedly coming in apparently someone found some old, not Atari, but honestly, I don't know the name of the corporation off the top of my head. But there's apparently a shipment coming in. Apparently they found a bunch of old units, and Night City PD wants those units.
So we would just be taking. Okay, so here's the network of things that I'm thinking is, if we accept this, what happens? Like, because we could do this favor for your friend, but then how does it actually protect us?
Well, from what he described, he would more or less watch out for the Iron Lions or anyone matching your descriptions to come across the desk, quote unquote, and he'd make them disappear. Those requests just sort of vanish. Now, of course, if you go around murdering people in broad daylight in a non-combat zone, I can't help you, or so he said. But for something like this, I mean, as long as you're not, like, talking about nuking the carrier, I think this would work.
I feel like that's pretty beneficial. I feel like that's pretty useful if we can do something. Like, all we need to do is take a bunch of old units of Braindance, not actually jump into it, so y'all don't have to freak out about that, and then bring it back to him, or get rid of it?
Bring it back to him would be the preferable one.
All right.
We can do that, but
Where would the drop point be?
I still want to go to the 812.
Yeah. We'll have to go somewhere to plan to do this. Like, I don't. When does he want this done?
Yeah, that's sort of the downside. Is the shipment's tonight, so it sounds like you're gonna have to make a call. Either you do this shipment, or you do this 812 thing. I don't still understand what this 812 thing is, but it looks like you're going to have to make a decision one way or the other.
It feels like the 812 thing is... Well, it feels like the 812 thing is kind of a shot in the dark. We don't know. Like, all we did was contact Brittany, and we just have this cyborg lady who's very... very pretty.
But she was protecting herself. She was, like, protecting herself from Arasaka. So I think she would be sympathetic, or at least she could give us some sort of lead or help us somehow. And I whispered this to Boss, and like, you know, she did backstab us. I'm still not sold on, you know, we do this thing and we're safe, because last time we did something like that, look where it got us.
Phoenix, Kate, or Alco? What are you guys thinking?
The last time you followed your libido, we almost got shot at by a chrome head.
My libido is everywhere. My libido got me to this place in the first place.
I think that's entirely the problem.
We're not
That's
following
what I'm getting at
my
here.
libido here. I actually think that she could help us out a lot.
The Borg?
Huh?
I feel like she didn't give us too much of an indication of, like, we don't even know her name. Do you know her name?
I do. It's Arya.
Oh, okay.
And she told me that she'd keep an eye on us.
So, wait, what does that mean? Did she keep an eye?
Arasaka was after her, right?
Uh-huh.
She can completely annihilate any single person that tries to find her, and she's got multiple hideouts across the city.
That's true.
And we've already met her, and
I guess we did meet her for like 5 pretty trustworthy minutes. And I mean, yeah, no offense, Bells, but I guess I feel like you could easily be bought out if we if we were able to buy you out. So I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, when we start to get into NCPD territory, it gets a little bit sketchy. But they are both good ideas. So I just want to get a democratic decision here where we're all on the same page.
Well, Bells just sort of shrugs and says, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, this is Night City. Stranger shit's happened.
Right.
But since it's sounding like you don't want to do this job for Pound, I'll just go ahead and tell him to go pound sand. But so I don't know where you're living, so that if I am contracted to kill you later on, I'm just going to take a long walk. And when I get back, you won't be here. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? I kind of tuned out for a second. So
no, you're fine. She basically said that she's going to go for a quote-unquote long walk, and then when she comes back to this parking structure, you're not going to be there anymore. Wink, wink.
Then if someone does hire her, then
she doesn't know what we did.
Yeah, or where we are, or where
and she just gave us the contact information for Dick Pound, just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Okay. I mean,
all right.
That sounds like a good
choice.
Belle.
Is she coming with us? Is she gonna go see Mr. Dick Pound, or?
No, she's just going on a long walk. She's more or less walking away so that whatever you guys decide to do, she has no knowledge of it.
Oh, so she's literally walking away now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're basically, if we do go the Dick Pound route, then what we do is we stay in contact with Bells because Dick is close with her, so she would be still within connection. And right now, since we've already like kind of established two different routes, she knows about the A12 anyway, and if we don't do that, she still knows which way we went.
True, but
we mentioned an A12.
Yeah,
that's what we mentioned.
Okay, yeah, but like roughly she can conceive if Dick doesn't give her that information, like says like, oh, they never showed up, then she knows that it's that we didn't do that. And that's all I'm saying is that if she kind of has an idea of what we did either way, but she doesn't know the exact details.
Mm-hmm. What I would say, though, if it helps your decision any, is that she doesn't know which 812. She just knows N 812.
There's like a 500 of them in Night City.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I mean, I'm trying to gauge which one people are leaning toward. I see which one Demi's leaning towards, but Alco, what do you think?
I would rather not have to deal with police
NCPD
stuff if I can.
Okay. All right. How about Phoenix?
I mean, we do the stuff for the PD and you're standing your girl up, so might as well just go with the happy ending, right?
Which girl?
The A12
She just rubs
one,
the bridge of her nose. She just rubs the bridge of her nose, like,
because you're talking like there's also Bells here who could be a girl who is
she is probably not ever going to be your girl. You must.
I'm just saying that you didn't specify. You're assuming things that you're assuming I know things. So I'm just saying that like I would like to be clear before I assume. Because standing your girl up could be standing up. Could be standing up Bells when she offered us a thing for
I don't think this is helping your case.
No. I'm speaking out of character in this part because I'm trying as IRL is trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, she's talking about the 812.
The A12 girl.
Yeah, the girl at the 812.
If you did the stuff for Mr. Dick Pound, then you'd be sending her up. That's fine.
Okay.
Why does everybody using his full name? I can't stop laughing.
You're the ones laughing.
It's funny.
So you said this, but what is your vote? I guess.
Like, it's 3-1 if I say one way or the other. It's not
it's not 3-1 because I still haven't quite made it. It could still be split 50-50, you know.
Your libido precedes you. Look, all you need to know is we either try to make some money and deal with whatever it is that this detective guy wants us to do, or we just are like, nah fam, nobody knows who we are anyway, let's just go to the convenience store and deal with a Borg.
We're not gonna be dealing with the Borg, like fighting her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be
How
on
do
our
you
side.
know? I don't know. It's like, for me, those
I
two.
thought you said the girl under the 812 was a freaking Borg.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What
So,
about that though?
I think to help you guys out, why don't we take a 5 to 10 minute break? That way you guys can discuss this out of character.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, everybody. Stick
good.
around. All right, and we're back. So, over the break, a decision was made, and boss, where are you taking the Iron Lions?
I guess we're going over to the 812. The discussion was basically just reiterating what we had already talked about, like what are the two decisions, and nobody seems to want to go with the NCPD. Also, Bells is kind of sus still, and we don't even know if all of these things are true that she's offering us. So might as well go with the, never have been betrayed before route.
Sure.
All right. So, what happens is you all get back into Demi's car. Demi, you probably peel out of the parking structure. I mean, knowing you, knowing your driving style, you do
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
fancy on the way out.
Yeah.
But you do one of those things where you kind of just do circuits of the city so that you're killing time. And eventually 10 o'clock comes, you pull around to the 812 in question. Do you want to park right outside, Demi? Do you want to park down the block? Where are you parking exactly?
No, like right in front.
Right in front. All right. So you guys pull right in front of the 812, and as you all step out, obviously Bells was left behind. You guys don't have Bells with you. So Demi, Boss, Alco, Phoenix, you guys step out to the 812. You walk inside, and behind the counter, in her service, her service worker outfit or whatever it's actually called, is your good friend Brittany. And in fact, she sort of smiles and waves at you, Boss, and says, "Hey, cool, you're here. I managed to kill the camera, so they're not going to notice you going down there, whatever's down there."
So I go back up to her and I say, "Hey, oh, I'm so glad that. Well, I was worried when we looked from the outside that you might have been your sister because you said you were twin sister."
Oh no, I have a twin, but you know this, and she sort of motions at her white hair. Sister's a brunette.
Ah, that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah. This is dyed. I like having my hair this color.
Well, it looks good on you.
Well, thank you. Oh, I got you something. And she rummages below the counter and then plops a box of wheat thins on the counter.
You're my best friend. And I take the box of wheat thins from her, and I open it up and I eat one, but I also offer one back to her.
She takes one and smiles.
Yay! Sweet. So she said the cameras are off. So you said the cameras are off. Yeah, if you don't mind us just like heading over there, would.
Oh, take your time. The babushka, as I guess we're calling her, usually doesn't come in today, so.
Oh, she has a routine. That's so sweet. Is there anyone else in the 812 right now?
Nope, it's deserted.
Deserted.
Let's just approach the refrigerated section and do we know where the like button for the like lift thing is, or do we have to find it?
You're gonna have to find it. So it's one of those things where you guys proceed over to the fridge area and you go to the area you saw Arya come up from, and you confirm it's the right one because there is a camera directly pointing at a certain section of the fridge section. But the blinking light on the camera is off. It's dark.
All right. So perception?
I would say, yeah, a perception would be good here, and everybody can roll this. So a 15, an 11, an 18, and a 17. So Phoenix and Boss, what you two find out is that there is on the side, well, let me back up. And if you were to open the door and you were to push past all the shall we say, flavored soft drinks, and you were to reach past them, there's an actual lever, like a red-handled lever inside that you could pull down. Now the question is, do you pull it?
Yeah.
Well, I point it at it and say, "Well, there's a lever," and then, just in case, can anyone investigate it to like see if anything's gonna, before we actually just like pull it and maybe do something else? Like, is there any way that we can like see?
Yeah, I can take a look at it if you're worried, but I don't think it is. But I guess I can take a look at it.
Like
Yeah.
it could just
So-
open up like the breaker or something like that. You know, like we don't
Like-
know what it does.
that would just be a basic tech, right?
Yep, basic tech. 16. You're pretty sure that this is some form of an elevator release, that if you pull this, an elevator will activate.
All right. Okay.
Alright.
I pull the lever.
All right, so what happens is as soon as you pull the lever, there's a massive like cha-chunk sound, and you pull your arm back just in time because the entire fridge section begins to descend into the floor. And after a moment, it comes back up, but where the rows of bottles were, it's just an empty space where 1 or 2 people could stand.
All right. Well, since Demi and I were the ones who saw her the first time, maybe we should be the ones to take the first
Descent? I agree with
descent.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Alright.
ahead.
So that it's not like, who are these people? All right, we'll be right back. And so boss will head into the thingy.
Okay.
Same.
All right, so the 2 exotics hop into the fridge. You pull that lever again, and you go down. And what happens is, as you descend past floor level, you actually go down about 2 or 3 stories where it's just dark earth on the outside of the glass exterior. But eventually, you open up almost into like a Batman-style area where it's almost like an expansive cave or sewer network. And what you're seeing are computer consoles. You're seeing various weapons just sort of hanging off of hooks. It is, I guess, continuing the Batman reference. This is the Batcave. Like this is the Batcave in Cyberpunk, if I had to qualify it.
right.
All right. Can we
Well-
like
No, go ahead.
step outside and try to see if we can find Arya?
That's actually where I was going to say. So as you're sort of being lowered down to the actual egress of this elevator, what you're seeing is that in a chair, like a standard like folding metal chair, about 5 feet in front of the elevator doors, is Arya. And she's sort of just waiting there, arms and legs crossed, waiting for you. And she actually like looks up at the elevator as you guys are descending. But she doesn't appear to be armed. Her mechanical tail sort of swishes behind her, and she just sort of waits.
Well, seems like Demi might want to take the lead here because it seemed like she was kind of more friendly with you. So I kind of nudge Demi forward.
Uh-huh. I mean, and I'm not hesitant. I walk forwards and say, like, kind of like an awkward, like, hello, Arya.
Is there also, just before she responds, is there a
Mhm.
way to send the elevator back up?
What I would say is when you step out of it, it automatically goes right back up.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, as you step out and say hi, Arya sort of makes to stand, and you swear she's gotten like 2 feet taller, or maybe you're just misremembering how tall she really is, but all you know is that she towers over you. And she walks over each step of her mechanical legs, going like shh and clunk, and basically the sounds of a almost full Borg. And as she looks down at you for a moment, one terrible moment, you maybe think, well, this is it. I led a good life. And then Arya cracks a smile, and she puts a hand on both Demi's shoulder and on Boss's shoulder. And she says, and I'm going to give her an accent because I think it's better to give her an accent so you know it's her talking.
Okay.
She says, well done, comrades. You have done very well. I understand you have blown up Biotechnical Lab. Not my first choice, but you pissed off Arasaka, which is good.
Yeah, we did, and they're hunting us down.
How did she know that? How did you know that? I look up at her. Well, the first one I said to Demi, and then I look up at her and I say, how did you know that?
Over there. And she points with her actual tail at one of the computer consoles. And what you see is live, well, not live footage, but actual like video footage of you all blowing up the lab, and then of a little chase sequence that was captured on the road cams.
Oh, so she just has like access to all the networks and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're familiar with our friends then, and I kind of gesture up from where we came from the elevator. Is it okay if they come down too?
Oh yes, it's perfectly fine. However, we can only stay here for tonight. After this, we need to find a new place to stay.
I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, we kind of don't have anywhere else to go, Miss Sadia. We're kind of in some real big trouble here.
Well, yes, this is very obvious. There's Arasaka super carrier off coast, and they are buying up lots and lots of housing districts. So yes, I would say you're in deep shit, but it's not problem. You know me, so everything will be okay. And she actually kind of does like an almost too hard like shoulder pat before she withdraws her hands. And
Like, it almost hurts us.
yeah, it almost hurts. It's that sort of powerful. But it is at this point that Alcove and Phoenix, assuming you guys didn't just wait upstairs, guys are coming down the elevator now.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, of course, the Batcave and Cyberpunk again. Phoenix, let me put it to you this way. If half this tech is still working, let's just say Arya is loaded. Like, Arya has the goods.
Mm-hmm.
But as you all are descending and eventually stepping out of the elevator, Arya actually walks over to one of the weapon racks and takes down what looks to be some form of an assault rifle. And she walks over and almost offers it out to Demi and says, you look to be best shot, or is my assessment of you. Unless you would like, and she sort of holds it towards Boss.
I am a good shot.
I prefer using my fists personally. So I can lean it over.
So yeah, I non-hesitantly take it from Arya's hand, and I'm very happy with the new toy.
Very good. Now, only problem is it uses old-style rounds, which means you have exactly 4 shots with it. After that, you will have to find way to create old bullets.
Ah.
You don't have any?
Oh, don't get me wrong, I have them, just not here.
I see. So let me add that to my gear, I guess?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, just note that you have an assault rifle with 4 bullets, and we are tracking bullets at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, my pistol still has 2 shots loaded. I still remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've used my pistol before, so...
yeah, I think you still have a full magazine in there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's at this point that Alcove and Phoenix, the elevator doors open, and you are free to exit the cabin.
Alright.
Excellent.
So we join them, and I'm just taking in everything I can, like looking around.
Have you shown a picture of Adia to
Oh no, you know what? That's a good
Alcove
point.
and,
I should show them one.
Oh.
That's the one that's in old handouts, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen
This is Arya.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
That's
I was
nice.
wondering who that was because I saw both of them down there. I'm like, wait, is this the same person? Yeah.
So she has almost like a Russian accent, and like a very
Well,
heavy.
She has a Russian accent because that's the one I can do consistently. So
Fair enough.
that's what we
Yeah,
go
not
with.
that she's associated with the Russian company or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
She literally just is. She's just Russian because it's easy for me to do the accent.
Got it.
But no. Oh, good point, Alv. I will say this about the assault rifle. It is indeed like an old AK-47, as in like we're talking old Russian tech.
I see.
Totally not linking her back to any other Russian companies.
No, not at all.
Definitely.
Not at all.
No, definitely not.
It's also not because
okay,
the
I
AK
have,
is versatile weapon that lasts forever.
Okay, so damage is 4d6.
5d6.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I like this toy.
But as you're messing around with it, Arya sort of looks past you and says, I do not know your friend's name. Would one of you care to introduce?
No,
Go ahead if you want to.
I think you can. I think Demi's like too absorbed
in her
with the
new toy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, you haven't met either of these two, correct?
Correct.
I'll put a hand on Alcove's shoulder, and this is Al. Al, why don't you talk about yourself for a little bit?
I'm Alcove. I'm a fixer. I'm just staring at like, what else do you want me to say?
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
And this is go over to Phoenix and put my hand on her shoulder. And this is Phoenix. Phoenix, we met.
There's
wait,
a very large size disparity between the two. It's very obvious how much smaller she is compared to everyone else anyway. But then like I'm sure that Arya could just like she would actually have to like bend to look down at her. That's
She
how
almost
small
has
she
to
is.
take a knee, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell Arya more about yourself?
She just kind of looks around the room. She looks back up at Arya. I'm Phoenix. You're hot. This room is great.
Oh yes, a man and woman of few words. I think I am going to be liking you already.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that as she doesn't like when people are too talkative. So I'm just gonna shut up for a little bit. But admire the room a little bit. I guess I'll continue and say, so it looks like you have a bunch of access to see all kinds of things going on in the city.
To an extent, yes. It would depend on more or less what is available on Old Net. And at the mention of Old Net, Phoenix, just so add a character so people know, the Old Net is supposed to be gone. Like, completely burned out because of old AI that used to live on it.
How the hell are you using the old net? I thought that shit was gone.
Well, let's just say I know a person. Well, I guess not really a person. I know. Yeah,
Oh.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
I see. I have several questions, but I don't want to ask.
Oh,
That's
How exactly do you know them?
Let's just say that I did a favor for them.
I see.
Who do they know exactly?
I was just about to message you.
Using context clues, that I am assuming that I'm right about this. Arya knows an AI from the old net, and that's
I
not
see.
supposed to be there. They're supposed to be gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and add a
Wow.
character, Yuma, it's actually a good thing you don't know.
Yeah.
Because that means I can surprise you later.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I see where that's going.
okay. Well, now that we've gone over introductions, Aya, how can we help you?
Well, first things first, like I said, we need to find you a new safe house. This is easy to do. However, the main problem is making sure you fly under Arasaka radar, at least until you can confront, I don't know what you would call it, Old Flame?
Close enough.
Kind of. I
think that term works.
Boss kind
Old
of
Flame.
pops a little bit, just like nods solemnly.
Boss just kind of cringes and just like, the flinch is real.
Is not very good at hiding emotion.
Well, I do not know if it is important, but I was able to also find this. And she pulls out her agent and shows you a picture. And if you'll indulge me for a moment, Yuma, I'd like to sort of imagine that even with the breakup being messy, it's one of those things where there maybe somehow through some grace of God, there is a picture of you and Yancha, like maybe as tweens or teens or however this
Yeah.
relationship started. But it's a happy picture. It's not like a sad picture. Like, this is the kind of picture you would look at and you would think, oh, I remember that. That was fun. You know, like a
okay.
fond memories photograph.
Yeah.
And Arya
she
shows it to you and says, I found this. I would be happy to give it to you.
Boss just kind of stares for a moment, kind of disbelieving because she thought that everything had been deleted and gotten rid of and all evidence was like removed from the world. And so this thing is like super precious to her. So she takes a deep breath and is like, yeah, I'd love to. Thank you.
Yes, I figured you could use it after what you are experiencing right now. Unfortunately, I don't have gift for you or you, pointing at Alcove or Phoenix.
It's
But
whatever.
as I learn what you like, I may have presents for you.
Phoenix is kind of just like, you have a lot of things that I could probably like, but we don't know each other that well, and I wouldn't ask for anything like that. But yeah, maybe later we can talk. That'd be good.
Yes. Wait, are those wheat thins?
Holding the box of wheat thins, boss is just like, yeah, you want some?
And she very happily like reaches in a clawed hand and picks out a few wheat thins. And we sort of zoom out from the Batcave back up to the streets of Night City. And if you'll indulge me, almost like a cloud passes over and we see the words "to be continued" on the
Nice.
screen. So yeah, that is going to be the end of session 5. What did you guys think? What did you like? What did you dislike? What can I do better? You know, what did you guys think?
I mean, it was good. I think that we like reaching a decision point was really like interesting. There was a lot of like pros and cons being weighed and like having to remember that people can betray us and all that stuff. So I found that to be really intriguing. Personally, I had some struggles, but I don't know if that's something like we're obviously still streaming right now. So like we
Yeah,
talk
we're
about
still
that kind of thing on offline.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, in general, it was pretty fun. And I like the like mind battle that we kind of have to solve a mystery. So
Yeah, and I like that we like had to deal with the very rough consequences of us being naive and accepting this job and like not being safe about going into the night market and all that. And I got to do 4 driving checks, so 3 driving checks, so that was great. Honestly, any session where I can do 3 driving checks makes me happy.
There you
Gotcha.
go.
And I will speak about that, and obviously we're going to talk offline a bit out in a moment, but no, what I would say is that I am somewhat tapping into your ignorance, both in and out of character, because it lets me do interesting things with the story. Like, out of character, I'm pretty sure Celadon and Case know what's going on, but...
I have a rough, vague idea of where things are going.
Right, so it's one of those things where as a new player, both to Cyberpunk and to the world that I've set up, it's one of those things where it's... Let me put it this way, it's almost like experiencing a really good video game for the first time, where sure, people know the twists, but they don't want to spoil it for you. They want you to experience it on your own, kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
it's not so much that we're trying to keep information from you, it's that we want you to find out about it in character best you can, kind of a thing.
Right. I guess on my side, I agree with that mindset completely. It's just I wasn't. It seemed I was feeling like as a new player, other people know a lot more, which yeah, you do. I just didn't know if I should have known that stuff, and if I am supposed to know that stuff, like what, like I feel like there's an expectation of me to react a certain way, and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just kind of like floundering a little bit, and was feeling definitely the inexperience kind of creep up on me.
No, and I would say that it was not my intention for you out of character to feel like that, but in character, definitely yes. Like,
Okay.
these are forces that the average person wouldn't know how to deal with. So that was somewhat by design. I wasn't like actually singling you or Irie out. So hopefully, hopefully we're at a good consensus there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where I'm going to end the recording. So YouTube, you're not going to see anything later. Or let me rephrase that. This is where I end the YouTube recording. So YouTube, I will see you later. Twitch, I'm actually going to cut us over to BRB screen. So let me do no more YouTube.